All right, so I want you to introduce yourself to the audience because you have a popular Pistol Pete Facebook page that fans need to know about.
Right. The page is Pistol Pete Mavericks, the GOAT. Um, I'm Coach Jim with Next Level Basketball. I've been a trainer for 35 years. Most people know of Next Level, but what they don't know is that Pistol Pete and his brother Ronnie Mavericks was the ones that trained me when I was a child right here, teenager growing up in Baton Rouge. At Foxy's Health Club, that's where it all happened. That's where history was made there, as well as right here on LSU's campus.
Well, tell me some stories. What is it like to be trained by Pistol Pete Mavericks?
Just amazing. I mean, being a kid in the right place at the right time, I owe it to Ronnie and Pete as well, that the history that was made. At the time, it was just happening so fast, and I just took it in. Like I say, being the right kid in the right place at the right time. And when they told you or showed you how to do something, you did it, and you did it until you knew how to do it. I mean, it was just, and it was tips and it was things. And as I got older, my playing days, I ended up playing 5 years of semi-pro basketball, and I made a whopping $25 a game. But it was an awesome experience. But as I started training after that, I wanted to set myself apart from everybody else that was calling themselves trainers. So, shooting was exactly what I focused on, and that's the hardest part of the game to adjust. It narrows the market, so to speak, because the dribbling is amazing. I mean, to this day, I still do all the Maravich ball handling series. But to teach somebody how to shoot, how to bring the ball pushing the ball from below their chin or off their shoulder or two hands, to take a child 12 years old, which is what happened to me, and to be able to convert them into a little jump shot, and then as they grow and we grow their shot, and we make it happen for them, my goal is to help them play high school basketball. If they go beyond, which we've had a lot do that, but if they go beyond, great, I'm glad to have helped. But Pete Maravich is really the one and why I do it, and I never wanted to use the Maravich name. Next Level Basketball was always it, wasn't even my own personal name, that it wasn't about me. I had my day. I want these kids to have theirs, and I owe it to Pete and Ronnie for what they did for me as a young child. Several years ago, I had the honor of reuniting with Ronnie in New Orleans, and it was just an awesome experience after over 40 years. He still remembered me. He still remembered me taking to games. He used to take me to the Superdome and all the games, into the locker rooms. I mean, basically had free access.
Out with the Jazz in the locker rooms.
Yeah, and all the opposing teams coming in and things. I mean, it was, like I say, being in the right place at the right time.
I'm jealous. Okay, so tell us this: your favorite memory of Pistol Pete.
Favorite memory. I was at the record-breaking game, but honestly, I was so young. I mean, I just remember the crowd and the noise and all that. My favorite times was just at the Superdome, and just watching him play, watching him light it up down there, game after game, sitting courtside at that. We were able to sit, right there on the bench, and to be able to go back into the locker room and things. I mean, it was more than just a game at that point. At that time I didn't know it, but I was just obsessed, and obsessed to play it, obsessed to learn it, and just worked on it. And providing an access like I do with my programs is something we didn't have back then either. So you had to work double, triple hard. You really didn't have anybody, going through these micro skills of how to do these things and how to make these conversions. And it got scary. It's scary at first because there's a lot of large camps out there, and they all are similar, and everybody's got a good heart. I think they're trying to do the right thing, but you can only dribble so much. I mean, gravity helps you a lot.
Exactly. Yeah.
When you go to shooting jump shots, you're defying gravity.
You got that right.
And so it's a specialized thing, and I wanted to take it as far as I could. So I got my personal certifications, got NCAA certified to help those kind of people. I'm able to work with professionals now and things. So it's just been a blessing. And after 35 years, it still keeps growing. And you know, God willing, it'll continue.
I think I need to come and do a video on this.
Let's
Put
do
this
it.
out for the world to see.
Let's do it. We can do it anytime.
And what you're teaching.
My gyms are open all the time.
All the time. But what you're teaching is what you learned from Pete Maravich and Ronnie Maravich.
Exactly. Exactly.
And they learned that from press.
Exactly.
So it's just a continuation.
And hopefully doing my little part to keep the legacy going, you know, not just the Facebook page, but physically doing it. And as long as I'm physically able to, I will.
Well, you know, I appreciate you. I enjoy your Facebook page, man. And everyone, Pistol Pete fans, let's look him up. How do we find you again?
Coach Jim McCratt. And the page is also Pistol Pete Maravich, the GOAT.
All right, let's follow him.
All
hey,
right.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
December the 1st, 1966.